MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Nationals baseball starts right now. Max Scherzer is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, was he super good in this last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Kendrick's got it. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Past battles with Scherzer, he's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
2-0 count, the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite-level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
In now, Nico Horner. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Eaton is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour. all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Here's Starlin Castro. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Hopped up. Rizzo over to his right. 2 gone. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I know they're hoping for a turnaround from Asdrubal Cabrera in the near future. He's only picked up 1 hit in this series, and I know this. I expect a lot more from him, and I think he expects more of himself, too. This could be the game that gets him going, though. A lot of times when these guys take overs, look out. They're just about to catch fire.
0-1 the count. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. Stepping in, David Bodie. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bodie is exactly a 1 for 3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
You want to talk about having...
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stinks, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Jason Hayward now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
No outs, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Steven Souza. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do,
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Here now is Juan Soto. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Right on the inside black, taken for a called strike. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and nice soft hands.
At the plate now, Eric Thames. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Horner takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Two and 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Yu Darvish.
The pitcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 44.
Striding in once again, Anthony Rizzo. A base hit in his first trip. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Eaton on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Behind 0-2 now. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away. Victor Robles digging in now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In there, strike one. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Victor Robles becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box, Max Scherzer, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 to the Nationals pitcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nico Horner. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Horner.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, ball 1.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Line drive to center field. Eaton is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, David Bodie.
The next Cub up, David Bodie. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
No balls and a strike to count. Fastball well outside.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on 2-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Adam Eaton digging in next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, He struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So here's Starlin Castro. He popped out in his first trip. He's set, and the pitch. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's Howie Kendrick, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Castro is off of first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Count is 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. It remains 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Fouled off.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
So striding in, Steven Souza. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Now here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Again, he sends it out of play. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
At the plate, Victor Caratini. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Here it comes, 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit on the ground out to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 2-0 Chicago. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point.
And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Nationals, the first baseman.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Thames behind 1-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in once again, Anthony Rizzo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
2 strikes.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. At the plate, Nico Horner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Soto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 8.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high and deep out to left center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Now in the box, Victor Robles will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Grounded to short. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Trey Turner will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Trey Turner.
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Darvish pauses. Here comes the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Austin Voth is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50, Austin.
Ready for another shot now. David Bodie, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Slow roller down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And this is swung on and hit on the ground for Kendrick at second. And a bobble out there by Kendrick. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Runner at first following the error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. This is on the ground over to first. And Hayward has a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Now a little flare out to left, and that ball's going to drop. A base hit. Oh, and he botches it. Throw into second, and he'll get in there safely. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. To the plate now, Victor Caratini. And he lays off there 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Roenis Elias comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Roenis Elias.
So now to the plate, Yu Darvish, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Cabrera's there. And that's the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs already home here. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now here it comes. That's smoked, but right into the shift. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Still only one out in the inning. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
0-1 the count. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Eaton is under it, and that ends the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cubbies are in front 7-0. Stepping up to the plate, Starlin Castro. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Into the box, Howie Kendrick, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far. Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In now, Eric Thames, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. A runner on first with 2 away. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Count still at 1-2. Darvish pauses. Here it comes. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he gave a glowing review about the quality of the swings they're putting together.
Looking at the advanced numbers, we figured out that 8 of their hits in this game have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder. So both the eye test and the analytics are backing up the fact that this team is really swinging it right now.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding in, Jason Hayward. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Robles looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. 8th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
This is the matchup you like as a pitcher, right? Lefty on left, but sometimes you don't win all of the battles. Gave this guy a pitch to hit, and he made him pay for it.
Ryan Harper comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ryan Harper. Now batting, the left fielder.
At the plate now, Steven Souza. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Popped him up. Thames over to his left. 1 out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Victor Caratini. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate, Yu Darvish, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Thames is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping up now, Chris Bryant. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground to third. Castro's able to get there. He'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Nationals nothing. In now for Washington, Kurt Suzuki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone.
The batter.
Now batting, Victor Robles. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. All set to start the 9th in this one. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Rizzo. He singled his last time up.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
The batter.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Stepping in now, Nico Horner, as he rips it on the ground to second. There to get it is Kendrick, and a good throw gets him one gone.
The center fielder, number 8.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, David Bodie. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wander Suero will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Michael Taylor is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now playing right field and batting 9, number 3. Michael.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Steven Souza. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swung on by Souza, and he connects to left field. A ball that's tarrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Nationals nothing. Standing in, Michael Taylor starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A ball and a strike now. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. High chopper over to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Adam Eaton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Popped him up. Caratini waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Starlin Castro. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for the Nats. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Chicago Cubs get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Yu Darvish with his 4th win this season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Max Scherzer pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.